Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, we know now that the process in Philly yielded two young superstars, Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. Last season, the front office toyed with a big shakeup, but stayed pat at the deadline. Coach Doc Rivers says, "I love that we stuck with it. They're young. Give them a chance." Kevin, this team is still poised to be
clearly a special team and a special twosome. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles.
Here we go.
Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. Bledsoe is out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the 3 spot. And for the 76ers, down on the block, it's Harris and Embiid. Outside the wings are Curry and Green. And it's Simmons in at the 1.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
And, Steve, we know about Paul George, a fantastic outside shooter. He's been an elite three-point artist for some time.
Paul George can get a shot up over most defenders. That's why Kevin has a career three-point percentage that's creeping towards 40%, and he seems to be getting better with age.
At the top of the key, Embiid. Pass to Curry. 76ers moving the ball around. Shoots it, and there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Simmons.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
George against Green. Now, here's George. He's covered closely, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling, and the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And they double up Embiid. Stolen by Bledsoe. Knocked away. They're running. It's sent back down by Simmons.
An excellent defender, whether Simmons is in the post or roaming the perimeter. He's a shot-blocking threat.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to George. 5 on the clock. Top of the key. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Yep, that one goes.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low.
On the wing, Green. Nailed from three-point land.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
George against Green. Zubac a screen on Green. And here's George for 3. Los Angeles with another miss. The 76ers leading by 5. And Simmons kicks to Curry. Driving in. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 3rd assist on the night. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for Los Angeles. The Clippers again turning it over.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Simmons finds Green, and here's Embiid. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Hartenstein's checked in.
Coming out to the floor for the Clippers,
Outside Harris. This is it to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
Your Sixers dance team.
Green against George.
All right, fans. That was
Over to the wing.
Dance team. Make some noise.
When you know you're on a championship contender, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year?
Some of that depends on the leadership you have in the locker room. Certain guys have an ability to keep everyone engaged and motivated and also loose and light in that locker room. So it does matter.
Sinks the three-pointers.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And Embiid throws it down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Here's George after the made shot from Joel Embiid.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 5 assists in the game. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And then for Los Angeles, Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Batum comes in for George. Man subbed in for Eric Bledsoe.
Sound shot mechanics for Serge. He has confidence shooting it from out there.
Here's Maxey, and it's blocked by Ibaka. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Hartenstein.
Team foul. Clippers substitution.
Jackson passes to Batum. The shot's good.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Now, here's Maxey. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Connaughton. Here's Fall. Just 4 to shoot. And that one is hammered home.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Reggie Jackson can still provide scoring. Maybe not at the 19 points per game level he once did, but he can still make an impact.
And Reggie Jackson, Steve, as you said, not the big scorer he once was.
He's got a reduced role, Kevin, on this team right now, but he can still get you a bucket when needed. Credit to Reggie Jackson for staying ready at all times.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Jackson looking around. The pass to man. A three-pointer is right on target.
The playmaking of Reggie, a work in progress, but looking good right there.
Driving the lane. Maxey passes to Fall. And it's Thybulle in the corner. Offline with his 3. And stolen by Bay. Here's Fall. It's good. Fall's got 6. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Philadelphia with the ball after the Clippers pick up 2. And that one's good from Connaughton.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Jackson. Goes back up. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. 41 seconds left to play here in the first. Connaughton passes to Maxey. Back to Connaughton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal
Way to
foul.
play in attack mode and get to the line.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Clippers trail by 16. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jackson down low. And now Philadelphia on the break. Launches the three. And that one's good from Connaughton. Connaughton's got a couple of threes now in the first with the 76ers. Jackson kicks to Kennard. And again, unable to change momentum here. Got it up. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous.
And your Sixers nasty. All right.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
Outside the wings are Curry and Green. The stars of this team in the post, Harris and Embiid. And it's Simmons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Harris. The rebound by Paul George.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
Outside for Simmons. Back to Embiid. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. 5 to shoot. Hits it from three-point range. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
George with the bounce pass. The shot's good from Kennard.
A fierce competitor. Kennard fires back with a three of his own.
Harris up top. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Simmons against Bledsoe. And George now top of the key. George double team. And Bledsoe, here we go. And the rejection by Embiid. The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And down the road, Greg, which current player might make for the best coach?
Well, I'm always partial to the point guard. And if you're looking for leadership, man, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, those guys I think are destined to coach. I think LeBron would be a great one as well, but I got a sneaky suspicion he'd just rather own the team.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. Kennard's shot is off.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Curry can't get it to go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Kennard, the pass to Bledsoe. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. It's George on the wing. Over Harris. And he overshot that one, missing.
This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences.
Simmons looking it over. Up top, Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 8 now on the night. Got a piece of it. And it's Simmons penetrating. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Simmons kicks to Harris. Again, Philadelphia.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Step back shot. The shot comes out, and Philadelphia the other way now.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Simmons dishes to Embiid. Simmons passes to Embiid. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from George. Looking to get it going. He gets it in there.
Hitting only 1 of 5 this quarter. He's in a little bit of a slump, but it looks like he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Marcus Morris. Batum comes in for George. Mann's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Eric Bledsoe. There's a good screen. Pass to Connaughton. Another miss by Philadelphia. Clippers trail by 21. Here's Jackson. Fall with the rebound.
Look, that's in his range, but he had a defender right up in his chest.
Here's Bay. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for your Sixers.
Bay hits them both. Los Angeles has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Here's Mann, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
The 76ers leading by 23. And here's Maxey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
This is basketball 101. This is the size mismatch you look to create.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Mann, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Out left to the wing. Here's Connaughton. Good on the triple. Connaughton's got 11.
And staying with it. He drained 2 triples in the first quarter. Now gets this one.
2 minutes.
Pass to Mann. 1:52 left in the second quarter. Here's Zubac. It's deflected. Here's Connaughton. He's got 11.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Outside Jackson. With the drive, over Maxey. And the basket by Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
When you have space like he did there, you never go with the fadeaway jumper. He has to attack the rim next time.
Pass to Bay, wide open. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Fall's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
It's his first trip to the line.
That's his 2nd personal foul. 3rd
He
team
threw
foul.
good, Maxey. And the Clippers making a change here. Hartenstein's checked in, and he can't hit the second.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Jackson passes to Hartenstein. This one for 3. Fall with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Swiped away. Outside Batum. And the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on the block, but also got the body. So some free throws coming up right now. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Serge Ibaka has gone through a lot of roles since he's entered the league. Now pretty much a shot blocking stretch 4.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. A dominating first half of basketball. And so far.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Joel, you've got the lead, so how do you build on that as the game continues?
Just keep being aggressive. I thought we did a good job defensively, so we just got to keep being aggressive and make it.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the...
And hello, everybody.
They were in such a groove that entire first half, especially on the offensive end. Good play calling, good execution, and by and large, they take great shots.
Next up, the power rankings. Let's take a peek at which teams are at the top of the association.
Taking a look here now at the 76ers, they've done almost everything right, but it's a thin line between winning and losing. They've dropped a couple of games they had in the bag. Great year, but the consistency is still an issue.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Curry has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. Reggie Jackson out there at Bledsoe. And it's George in at the small forward. Embiid inside. Zubac's defending. To the paint. Here's Bledsoe. Green with the block.
Good shot blocker for his size. Danny's showing great timing right there.
And the pass to Jackson. Now, here is George. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside, Green. Harris outside. Simmons against Bledsoe. Simmons can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Fans, and honestly, sometimes even us broadcasters especially can overlook defense, Steve, especially when it comes to guard.
It's hard to spot great defensive guards, but Eric Bledsoe, Kevin, is certainly one of those guys. Very strong on the ball. He's been a first-team all-defensive member, Remember, back in 2019-20 season, Bledsoe was a key part of the Bucks' D, which was first in the league in team defensive rating.
And Embiid has said before that he wants to win Defensive Player of the Year. Love when he gives you that kind of effort.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
90 seconds now into the second half. Here's Curry, and the rejection by Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Simmons. Paul George with the steal. Pass to Zubac. Bledsoe with it. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Shot clock at 5. George with a screen on Green. Bledsoe for 3.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The Clippers have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. And stolen by Simmons. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And Embiid throws it down.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
George against Simmons. Curry kicks to Embiid. Poked away. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
So, for the Clippers, Hartenstein's checked in for Zubac, and it's Kennard in for Jackson. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days, but they're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Bledsoe passes to Hartenstein. Outside, George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Just 5 to shoot. Over Green. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
The shot by Curry, no good. The Clippers shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Los Angeles with another miss.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They're scoreless since the first half. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Bucket is good.
And dangerous in that catch and shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
Outside Curry from downtown. And they'll get another chance. George with the ball. Now Green defending. Bledsoe against Simmons. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
And stolen by Simmons. Curry dishes to Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Harris outside. On the wing, Green. Bangs home the trifecta. Green's got 9. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the 76ers.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
And another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Dave's checked in, and Maxey subbed in for Simmons. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And he drives in, rejected by Harris.
Great position on that play from Tobias, challenging the shot and getting a piece of it.
Here's Bay, pass to Maxey. Bledsoe with the rebound. LA has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Passes it to Hartenstein. And there's the drive. Shot's good by Kennard.
With good size for a two-guard, Luke Kennard can finish in the paint.
And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. And Luke Kennard signing a 4-year deal at the end of 2020. Steve, this team feels he can be a big part of their future.
Yeah, a lot of people were surprised at the size of the contract, Kevin. But it shows how much the three-pointer is valued in the NBA. The Clippers saw he provides a much-needed aspect.
And Batum kicks to Kennard. The pass to Hartenstein. Bledsoe with it. Now defended by Embiid. Kept alive. And a good offensive board when he gets the bucket.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Maxey passes to Embiid. It's blocked. Kennard for three. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Harris a screen on Bledsoe. Maxey passes to Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
He has a great feel for making the right play. The timely roll off the screen. Tobias Harris.
Bledsoe outside. Back to Kennard. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Kennard's got 7 points for the quarter.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
Outside Curry. Lets the three fly. Another three for Philadelphia.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And as we conclude, in a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Thomas. He's out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Fall in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. 2 on the clock. Got a piece of it. They get it. Back. Shot's good by Ibaka. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Johnson surveying the floor. Dishes to Ibaka. There's the three. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Fall's got his 7th rebound here tonight. From deep, Thomas launches it. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Mann. In the corner, Ibaka with it. And it's Ibaka again missing. Timeout called the 76ers. And Steve, you played in a different era. Do you look a little differently at all the hugs and handshakes between opposing players these days?
No, not at all, Kevin. It's just totally different. These guys been knowing each other for a long time, with youth basketball. I think the competition on the court, it speaks for itself, so I think our game is still in good hands.
Pass to Bay. To the right side. And with the rebound.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
The assist.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Curry kicks to Connaughton. Back to Curry. Here's Connaughton. Back to Curry. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Buries it from three-point range.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Pass to Johnson. Ibaka outside. For the three. Springer pulls it in.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And with the offense we've been seeing throughout the league this year, Steve, what are the chances someone breaks the Suns' record of 107 points and a half?
Wow, Kevin. We saw the Warriors put up 92 and a half a few years back, but that's still 15 points short. I think a team like the Warriors, the Brooklyn Nets, a few of them, if they get going from behind the three-point line, it's possible.
Connaughton kicks to Bay. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Fall can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Fall. And Curry subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Johnson. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That'll be his third foul so far.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Batum's checked in.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Batum against Bay. Batum passes to Jackson. Now Zubac. He dishes it to George. 6 to shoot. From deep.
And they should probably start looking to get the ball inside more. The three-pointer hasn't been there for them like it was in that first half.
Embiid, the pass to Bay. And it's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. For the Clippers, Hartenstein comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Kennard in for Terrence Mann.
Luke Kennard.
Simmons passes to Embiid. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Great player movement is always a constant in the NBA. But with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago, the Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Embiid finds Bay. Back to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. In the corner, Bay with it. Another three for Philadelphia.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
The three from George. Drills the three-pointer.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is ultra-competitive. Claps back from distance.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Here's Jackson. It's sent back down by Simmons. Passes it to Springer. The feed to Embiid, and it's out of bounds. The 76ers have a retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Down low. And there's Jackson on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists in the game. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Driving inside. And Simmons slams it in.
This is how Simmons puts up points. Challenges you close at the rim more often than not having the physical advantage.
Outside Jackson. Batum passes to Hartenstein. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Harris is checked in for the 76ers.
Coming out to the floor for your Sixers, Tobias Harris.
1:32 left in the game. Kennard for 3. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ben Simmons.
Active hands tonight. He may have gambled a bit, but sometimes you have to take chances to make plays, and he did that tonight.
Connaughton passes to Simmons. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
He swipes the ball away again.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end.
And they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Feeds to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
Here's Jackson. Rejected by Harris. The three misses. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helped, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This